Guess who's back?
You're now listening to Unapologetic, the podcast, with your two hosts, Trey and Reg, discussing any and everything unfiltered.
What's good, y'all? Welcome back to another episode of Unapologetic, the podcast. Y'all know who it is, your favorite two North Carolinians. We are back. Another week, another episode. Y'all know how we do. What's good with you, my man?
Bro, different toilet, same shit, man. You already know how I give it up, bro. You know, just enjoying this dad thing, man, for the summer, and coming to an end in a couple of weeks here, bro. So I'm just embracing it all, taking it all in, man, and that's it, dog. Other than working.
Yeah, same thing for me. I mean, I'm same thing as always for me. I'm just chilling. About to shuffle the deck a little bit and, refocus and rechannel my energies and, do some, some things, just for me, man, life and just, try to, I guess, better myself in certain areas. I need to do something. I don't know.
Wait, man.
Yeah.
Lock in, bro, and find you something, whatever you want to do, man.
Yeah, man. But that's pretty much it, man. Fuck it, man. We can get to sports.
Let's get it.
We can do it. Quick and simple. Olympics started today. Not much to, I guess, talk about. I mean, I saw Snoop actually had the torch, which is Snoop is 25 years ago. I would have never have thought that Snoop would probably be the most popular rapper ever. Nationwide, worldwide, not even worldwide, just global.
Yeah, to where he is now. Yeah.
I mean, he actually carried the Olympic torch.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but I mean, I like it, because I like Snoop, but just, it that wouldn't have been my guess, but excited to see this year's Olympics and see how things happen. Of course, I'll probably be mostly focused on the basketball, but track and field is, I always love track and field, and I think it's going to be very good this year. Ready to see what Noah Lyles do and Sha'Carri, and then the Jamaican girls. So I'm excited about it. I don't know. I mean, anything for the Olympics that stick out to you?
No, I think that basketball wise, that we had our little wake up call, right? I think they got it together. I think they'll be just fine. One, two. I think I'm excited too about the track and field because I don't know which way it's gonna go. I think Noah Lyles is gonna run away with all that shit. But the women are gonna be it's gonna be very, very interesting. It's gonna be very tight, and I want to see how Sha'Carri, where I'm rooting for her. I want to see how what she's gonna do under that pressure. You know what I'm saying? Because we all know it's us versus the Jamaicans.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
right.
Yeah.
Right, and Jamaica got some bad motherfuckers, man. Let's just call it what it is. They got some bad motherfuckers, right? So I'm excited about that. I'm also excited about gymnastics too. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And with Simone Biles, I'm glad that she's back on her shit, man. She's back laser focused, man. You know what I mean? She had to take a step back, and for a little while ago, had to take a step back and get herself together, man. I always say at the end of the pod, the mental health is real. And if you haven't checked out her special on Netflix, please do.
I haven't yet. Yeah.
Yeah, please do, because she goes into that, man, and how when she was fucked up during COVID, right, and how much her support system played a part in how she was able to perform.
Okay.
Right. So not only you, but the listeners out there, if you haven't had the opportunity, I forget what the name of it is, but if you haven't had the opportunity to check out her her special or her docuseries on Netflix, please do. It's very, very interesting.
All right.
So we'll see, man.
Yeah. I agree with you. I think and I think we was just coming off last episode when I said I really don't see no one beating the team, the USA, the basketball.
Mm-hmm.
And then the very next day at noon, I'm watching the game and I'm watching Sudan give them business. And I was like, whoa. But
I didn't see it, right? I didn't see it live. When it came on TV night before last. They should have lost that game, man.
They should have lost that game. Sudan got away from what they was doing. They started taking a bunch of hero shots, a bunch of heat checks in the third quarter. It seemed like everything they was doing with heat checks, but then they US jumped back on them. Went up by like 5 or 6 or whatever, and then Sudan actually tied the game. In the last seconds, LeBron drove to the basket, put them up by 1 or 2. Might have been 1.
1. Referee tucked his whistle.
Yeah, definitely took his whistle both times on that one. And then when Sudan came back down, and
that's what I'm talking about.
Absolutely, yeah. And then the next game after that, Germany probably should have been Germany was,
I heard Schroeder gave him hell.
Yeah, Schroeder gave him hell. From Sudan, what's the boy name that played in Alabama? I think his name was Carleek Jones or something. Nigga had a triple-double. JT Thor, go figure, had a night. And come back to Charlotte and won't do nothing. Watch.
Don't get fucking started.
JT Thor had a night, but yeah, I'm especially interested because it'll be our last time seeing LeBron, Steph, probably KD in the Olympics. For that matter, the rest we'll probably see them again sooner or later. But those 3 guys definitely probably the last time. So yeah, they're definitely gonna make LeBron the Kobe Bryant of this squad, like how Kobe was the last time. And he just took over everything, because if you see the last 2 or 3 games, it's been all about LeBron in the fourth quarter.
And rightfully so.
Yeah, right. Yeah, right. Absolutely, rightfully so. Yeah, but
rightfully so. He's earned that right.
Yeah. 6'8", 6'9", 260, 270, whatever coming downhill.
Good luck.
Yeah, absolutely. Grab on. That's it. Did you watch any of the WNBA All-Star weekend?
I didn't, man. I didn't get the opportunity to.
Okay. It was I enjoyed it more than the men's.
Okay.
I did. I enjoyed it. Especially, I'm pretty sure you saw the clips of highlights from the Team USA versus the WNBA.
I like that. Yeah, I like the concept.
Yeah.
I like the concept.
Yeah.
I like it. The WNBA won, correct?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah. Old girl from Dallas. She lit him up.
Yeah,
lit them up. That was an interesting weekend. The 3-point contest, skill fight. I mean, the men gotta find a way to. Well, we know the problem with the men. The superstars have gotten away from All-Star game. That's we just call it what it is. I mean, us growing up, we the superstars and were the fixture. They were the highlight of All-Star Weekend, and they wanted to play. Jordan wanted to do the dunk contest. Dominique wanted to do the dunk contest. The guys that were the best in the league were there. We've never seen LeBron. When's the last superstar or that we've seen in a dunk contest? Jaylen Brown. Outside of that,
Dwight Howard.
Yeah, that was what, 10, 15 years ago?
That was wild.
Yeah. Wow. Would you consider Donovan Mitchell?
Said what I said, man. Okay. Dwight Howard.
Okay. We good. But in the last good dunk contest we seen was what? Aaron Gordon and Zach LaVine. That's probably the best one we've seen. That's been a little while ago. So
both of them, because they went back to back.
Right. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So Yeah, I think the NBA got to figure out a way to make that better. Let's talk about this ESPN top 100. What is it? Top 100 professional athletes since 2000. Did you get a chance to look at it?
Tell me about it.
So I'll read out the first 10, and I guess we could talk about that a little bit, and then I'll just skim through the next 90, and we can just be amazed at who's ranked ahead of who and who is on the list. So number 1 is Michael Phelps. 28 Olympic medals, 23-time Olympic gold medalist, most gold medals in a single Olympics. He won 8 in Beijing at 2008. So he's number 1. It's hard to argue with those credentials. Serena is number 2, 23-time major champion, over 365 major match wins and 73 career titles, and 5th most by a woman in the open era. Tough. Lionel Massey, his 10-time champion, 7-time Copa del Rey winner, 4-time championship league winner, 6-time championship league scorer, 17-time FIBA world. I don't know. It's a lot. Number 4 is kind of where I get like, I don't know. It ain't because I'm not a fan of him, but LeBron. And LeBron number 4, Tom Brady number 5. 7-time Super Bowl winner is behind a 4-time NBA champion.
Bro, honestly, you have if we're being honest, man, LeBron, LeBron should be top 3.
Okay.
Honestly, in my opinion, just for what he's done and the impact and on and off the court, bro. Because it sounds like that list is not based on strictly what they do within their field, like court, field, whatever. You know what I mean? It sounds like it's more than that.
Number 6, Roger Federer. 7, Simone Biles. I don't know about that.
Simone Biles at 7?
I would have her higher than LeBron and Brady, probably. Absolutely.
Gold medal wise, she got 36 or some shit like that.
Yeah. I would have her higher. Hell, they changed rules for Simone Biles.
Right.
And she's still went and killed it.
Right.
Tiger Woods at number 8.
8, and this is over how what was the lifespan, the time span?
2000 to 2000, I guess.
2000
yeah.
2000 to now.
Yeah.
And Serena was what?
Number 3.
That's fair.
No, Serena number 2. My bad.
That's fair. She got to be top 3.
Yeah.
She has to be top 3.
I think Simone
should be top 5.
Usain Bolt number 9, Kobe Bryant number 10.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. So as I scroll down the list, Steph is at 14.
Yeah.
They got Katie Ledecky at 15. Katie Ledecky is tough.
That's tough.
Yeah.
That's 15. Tough. That's tough.
10 Olympic medals, 7 Olympic gold medalists, 21 world championship gold medals.
That's tough.
World records in the 800 meter and 1500 meter.
Yeah, she cut your ass.
Tim Duncan at 16, Shaq 17, Pat Mahomes 18. Off of Pat Mahomes played what, 5 years in the 2000s. Aaron Donald 20, Diane Taurasi 21. Okay. Kevin Garnett 23.
Okay.
Floyd at 25. Wow. 50-0.
That's just an ode to boxing not being as popular, bro. You know what I'm saying? We talking about Money Mayweather, bro. I'm not even gonna go into that.
Gotta be. Let's see. Tamika Catchings at 34. Wayne Wade 35. Maya Moore 36.
Okay.
Barry Bonds 38.
Mm-hmm.
So I get some of this. A lot of his career was in the 90s. So that, I guess that would be a reason. All right, KD comes in at 39. KD is ahead of Dirk. KD is ahead of Alice Rodriguez. Who else we got here? Steve Nash at 51. Ooh, all of these boys ahead of Derek Jeter. Wow. Well, Derek probably had a lot of his career in the 90s too, right?
Who?
Derek Jeter.
Yeah, and again, like lists like that are just like
whatever. Should Calvin Johnson be ahead of JJ Watt? Better question. Should either one of them be ahead of Candace Parker?
No.
They are.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
Should either one of them be ahead of Ray Lewis?
Absolutely not.
Allison Felix at 63.
Yeah, man, fuck that list, man. You know what I'm saying? Like,
it's insane. I just saw that Jordan Love is now the highest paid quarterback in the NFL. Highest paid quarterback ever.
I'm not shocked.
Yeah.
Next man up.
Yeah.
Who's the next best thing? Right?
Mm-hmm.
Should have been in the Super Bowl, or at least had an opportunity to play in the NFC Championship at least.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Came up short. The boy can ball. Right? I think Green Bay got it right. We're gonna have to see how he pans out.
Yeah. I think he's gonna be all right.
Yeah, me too.
It's some with Green Bay and quarterbacks, man. We was doing a rundown the other day, and they was just talking about NFL teams that had the best span of quarterbacks, and Green Bay absolutely stuck out of my mind when we went from
no question
Favre to Rodgers to now Love, and then I even thought about it a little bit more. I'm like, well, damn, Favre took over for Don Majkowski.
Yes, he did.
The Magic Man. So
yes, he did. Yes, he did.
I can't name a better street like quarterback.
Run of quarterbacks. No.
Yeah.
Green Bay.
It's Green Bay easy. All right. I guess we don't got no more sports. Real quick. And I hate anonymous sources, but an anonymous summer leaguer he played for the Lakers. Said reports are that some of the Lakers summer league players were frustrated with the star treatment Bronny received. There was no unity in the group or in the locker room. The main guy, Bronny was always treated like the main guy, and he didn't even deserve it. But we already know how the game is played. That's what was being said, which we do know how the game is being played. So
yeah, okay, well, shit, politics and nepotism and same things that we've talked about before.
Right.
What the fuck do you expect? Like, if it was me, that's what I would expect. Yeah. I understand from a standpoint of like, hey, well, what about me, right? Because they're all competing for a job to feed their families, right? So I get why motherfuckers might be a little salty, but these are young players.
Yeah.
That are maybe they just ended up like they probably were the man obviously in the league, so they were the man wherever they were, whatever case may be. But this is the big time, this is the big show. It's the show. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Give a fuck about what you got going on, nigga. You know
Right.
what Bronny's gonna do for you know what Bronny's gonna do in sales?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Did you not think that was a motherfucking business
Yeah.
move?
Yeah. It was absolutely.
It
Absolutely.
ain't about you, dog. I sympathize with you
Right.
because you got to feed your family, and Bronny gonna be good forever.
Yeah. And you know
Right
that
now,
that was one of the main things they was talking about. Like the majority, if not all of this other summer league players, they when they were talking about, oh, he's gonna have to work for it, he's gonna have to do this, he's gonna have to do that. You know, one of the guys was saying it's easier to work for it when you don't have nothing else to worry about. When the rest of us, we gotta worry about how we gonna, feed ourselves, how we gonna get back and forth to here to there. None of us are guaranteed, of course, equipment wise, whatever else. But I mean, it's a lot of things. Like for instance, we can't sit out with a sore thigh muscle or whatever. I was like, we got to get on this court and play. But I mean, that's with them. It is what it is, man. I'm ready for the basketball season start to see exactly how things pan out. I'm interested about this season. I saw Russell Westbrook just signed with the Nuggets earlier.
yeah.
That'll be interesting. I saw this thing right here said top 10 UNC basketball players. At 10, you got James Worthy. 9, Sam Perkins. 8, Larry Miller. 7, Billy Cunningham. 6, Charles Scott. 5, Antoine Jameson. 4, Mike Jordan. 3, Lenny Rosenbluth. 2, Phil Ford. And 1, Tyler Hansborough.
Tyler's gonna be one regardless.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Psycho T is gonna be one.
Yeah.
He is right.
Should Joe be up here?
Say it again.
Should Joe Barry be up here?
Yes. Yes. I was already turned off when you said Phil Ford at 9. Like, what do you?
No, Phil Ford at 2.
Phil Ford's 2.
Yeah, he's 2.
Oh no, I mean I'm talking about James Worthy. I'm sorry.
Yeah, James Worthy at 10.
You said James Worthy at 10.
Yeah. Sam is at 9. Yeah.
All right.
Charles Scott coming in at 6 is tough. Ooh.
Yeah.
It is. All right. To move on. I saw this stat. It said it takes four jobs earning minimum wage to afford a 2-bedroom in Charlotte.
In Charlotte.
Yeah.
I believe that, man.
Yikes.
I believe that because people are moving. Charlotte is it is they've been saying it for years, right? That is quote unquote up and coming.
Mm-hmm.
I think there's people that are trying to move out of these big cities. You got so many people up here that are moving from DC.
Right.
Going down south and still want that metropolitan feel, right? So the powers that be are going to look at that and say, okay, well, we're not going to charge you what they are charging you in these big cities, but we still got to have ours. I'm not surprised, I'm not shocked. But North Carolina, it's slow.
Yeah.
Still, North Carolina is very much behind the power curve in a multitude of ways.
Yeah.
I'll be honest with you, bro. I never did that again.
The largest school system in Georgia has notified students that AP, African American Studies, will not be offered and they will have to adjust their schedules. We saw it coming.
Yeah.
We saw it coming. It's not going to get any easier with this chapter 25 talk.
Yeah.
Speaking of chapter 25, well, project 25, I'm sorry. Project 2025, my bad. J.D. Vance calls for taking away voting power from people who don't have kids. That's going to be a part of Project 2025. That's what they're going to push for.
You know why? Do you know?
No.
Okay, repeat the statement that you just made.
They're calling for taking away voting power from people who don't have kids.
You know why? Because I was asked earlier about it whether or not we, we were going to talk about the cat whisperer. You know who the cat whisperer is?
No, I'm not familiar.
Kamala Harris. You know what I'm saying? She don't got no children. So when you talk about voters, not only voters, but there's talks of politicians not being able to run in high places. You know what I mean? If they don't have children, or she's getting frowned upon because she doesn't have children.
Right.
But yet still she's going to put policies in place, for or against, abortion and things of that nature.
Well, we definitely gonna talk about her, but it is the Republicans that's pushing the abortion stuff. We'll talk about that. So speaking of Chapter 20, Project 2025 again, I saw this interesting thing on page 103 of it. I haven't even got to look through it yet. I'm looking for the clip notes. I got all 600 and something pages of it, but I'm not gonna go through that all of it. I'm not gonna lie to you, but on page 103 it says all public school children will have to take a military entrance exam, while private school children will not.
Wow.
Good question. So basically, there will be some form of if Project 2025 is initiated, and the big push for that is from the Republican Party, there will be some kind of basic or standard ASVAB like tests given to school-aged children.
But what's the difference between private and public?
I guess they're going to look at private as more kids that are more. I guess it might be looked at as social class.
That's just bread, though.
It is, yeah. But that's part of the society and the system that we're in.
Yeah.
A lot of the separating things from people is how much you're willing to pay. Okay, I'm going to pay for my child's education. Private school kids are probably deemed to be a little more well-to-do, supposedly. But I found that interesting, man. That they will be taking, if this is initiated, they will have to take some kind of military entrance exam test. Yeah, man. Global IT shutdown.
Okay.
That happened when? Last Thursday or Friday? No, it was Thursday, I think. One of the days. It don't matter. I woke up and I just happened to be scrolling social media after I, brushed my teeth, washed my face, and I saw this shit. I'm like, well, what the fuck are we talking about? But everything, I guess mostly everything that was running off Microsoft shut down.
Yeah.
Out of everything that's happening within the last week, 2 weeks, or just, in general, man, the world is crazy right now. Between an assassination attempt, IT shutdown, a president not elected not to run for a second term. Yeah.
Bro, the world is fucking, I don't know, man. This shit, it's so many different ways we can go. What do you want to talk about first?
Okay, how coincidental is this stuff, or does it seem planned?
I really don't know, bro. Like, the one thing about it for me is that I don't trust. Man equals error. That's the thing for me.
Yeah.
Man was error. So I don't know what's real and what's fake, and what you know what I mean. I don't know, bro. I don't know. But what I do know is there's a lot of shit going on.
And I mean, we definitely, it's time to pay attention.
It's been time to pay attention.
I feel like it's some kind of test run, probably.
A test run?
Yeah, for something bigger to come.
Well, we've been getting tested for quite some
time. Yeah. You're right about that. There's no debating that. There's no debating that. You know, to have, you know, airplanes, you know, their systems shutting down, tower control, everything. You got motherfuckers that's in the air and it's IT shut down like that. That shit is scary in itself.
That's wild. That's wild.
Speaking of electing to go out, President Biden decided not to run for a second term. I think we kind of saw this coming, but you know the way things looked, it was kind of like no, he's going to go down swing. He's going to fall on the sword. I saw actually the day before they announced it, I saw this report that said it was rumored that former President Barack Obama had given him a call and seriously urged him to think about not running again because of, you know, everything that was going on, how bad the debate was last time. And then there are so many donors and sponsors that are not willing to donate money. And you talk about money, you talk about Joe, you fucking up the money, so we got to do something.
Here's the thing, bro. Like, I think whomever called him or whatever the case may be, right? When it comes down to finances, right? Yeah, were people tucking their billfolds and shit like that? Yes, they were. You say we saw it coming. I don't know if I saw it coming, like that he was gonna back down. I can't say that I did. But what I will say is that it's the right thing to do.
Yeah.
Right. It's the right thing to do. Uncle Joe is fucked up.
Yeah. Well, so when I say saw it coming, I meant far as in the party, like have divided basically on should he or shouldn't he. I didn't think he was going elect not to, because I just felt like he was going to be like, you know what, I can do this, I got this. I'm gonna fall on the sword. If I lose, I'm gonna lose or go down swinging. Not to say he lost, but yeah, that's how I felt about it.
He was going to lose, Reggie.
Right. Oh yeah.
He was going to lose. He was going to lose, and that's just it. And you know, he just gracefully bowed out. Right? Like he acknowledged what everybody knew. Yeah. He did.
And then he got COVID again. I'm like, who the fuck got COVID now?
This is an old dude.
Yeah. 80 what, 5?
Man, come on.
Jesus.
And you're on your way out, man.
Right.
Let's just call it what it is.
Yeah. And with that, Kamala became the next in line. She was endorsed by the party majorly, raised over $85 million within the next in less than the next 24 hours for you know, a campaign run. I don't know what to think about it right now. I'm not 100% sold on her. I'm not 100% not sold on her. I want to see how she performs, and I'm not gonna say I'm just gonna vote for her because she's black. Of course, she's gonna have to earn it, but I feel like for the betterment of you know what we need, she's probably the closest thing to it. The one thing I do hate is that as many people as I, see that's already made their mind up on her because she's a black woman or she's a woman in general, that, they're not going to vote for her. So I don't know. It's just weird to me. And I hate it for her on that aspect.
May the best person win. And I'm gonna leave it at that. May the best person for our country win. That's all I got to say about that.
Yeah. One thing I did hear my son talking about, he said we've given 40 something white men the chance to run this country and it hasn't done nothing for us. Why not try something new? I mean, it makes sense. I'm not saying that that's a reason to say, hey, I'm gonna go out and vote for somebody, but I mean, it all depends on what you're looking for. I think it's a lot of homework that needs to be done this time around versus last time and the time before that, as far as who is promising, what this party is saying they're gonna do, and how everybody's moving. We're already familiar with one of them.
Right.
We're very familiar. So I think that's a little easier for us to, focus on what this other person or party is doing. And okay, how does that align with, my kids in the future? Because a lot of this ain't even about us no more. The majority of this shit that's going to happen come the next 4 to 8 years is going to affect our children more than us.
Right.
But like you said, may the best person for what this country needs win. On to some sad news. Rest in peace to Sonya Massey.
No doubt.
Tragic ending to her life. This is a young black lady that was in Springfield, Illinois, if I'm not mistaken. She assumed someone was breaking into her house. She called the police. This lady is, and this does not play a part into anything for me, but you have to put it out there. She's been diagnosed with schizophrenia and what was the other one? I'm not anxiety, paranoia. She's a paranoid schizophrenic. The police got there, and I'm pretty sure her being diagnosed as a paranoid schizophrenic is in police records somewhere. I think it has to be once you are called to someone's house. They questioned her. Well, from the video, how it started, it kind of seemed like they were already on one, because they're asking her about who she is, ID. She's the person that lives there. She's the one that called the police. You know what I'm saying? It seemed like they was harassing her from the start. She had a pot of water on the stove. She said something about it. They asked her to take it off, not so it don't boil over or burn the house down or anything. She grabbed some oven mitts. Looked like they got a little antsy. She asked them what was going on, why they back up and I guess assume some kind of defensive position. They said, well, you're grabbing a pot of boiling water. We don't want you to throw it on us. She was like, why would you think that? Or something. And he said, we don't want to get burned. We want to protect ourselves. She said, what she said? She said, I rebuke thee. And that's when he said something about I'll shoot you in the fucking face, and pulled his gun out and told her to put the pot down. Looked like she ducked behind the counter. And from there, 2 shots rang off.
Right.
Both shots hit her in the face. Coincidentally, he said that's what he was going to do. When the body cam footage came out, it I'm not gonna lie, it bothered me because, regardless of if she threw the water at them or not, because after that, the second body cam footage came out, and it looks like she may have attempted to, but regardless, we've seen police de-escalate a situation or subdue a subject without shooting them plenty of times. Taser, pepper spray, whatever. So I 100% think that this black woman should still be walking amongst us.
Right, no question. No question about it, man. We talked about shit like this and situations like these or similar over and over and over again, man.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yeah.
It's unfortunate, bro.
Right.
I'm not going to ask when will it stop at this point because it's not going to stop.
No.
It's not.
Mm.
It's
How
not.
come it's not? How comfortable are you calling the police?
I think I'm comfortable with calling the police on a scale of 1 to 10.
Yeah, let's use 1 to 10.
3.
Mm. How about being pulled over?
I always so I was talking about that the other day, and I'm glad you mentioned that, right? Like, when it comes down to being pulled over, or like you and I, we are, obviously, we say it all the time, we're from the same state,
Mm-hmm.
right? And you were taught, I'm pretty sure, much like me, is don't go over there,
Yeah.
right?
Mm-hmm.
Much like when it comes down to police officers, right? We were taught that police don't belong in our business, and then the transition into to protect yourself, at all costs, right?
Right.
And then we have now, where in the age of social media that we talk about all the time, where things are being, it's being put in your face on how, it's a flip of a coin, for real, whether or not law enforcement has your best interest in hand.
Mm.
Because I could be just like how, so many endless amounts of names of people who have lost their lives or been injured based on the misconception of what law enforcement, viewed.
Mm-hmm.
It could be you, it could be me.
Yeah.
We could be these same people on Instagram and on Facebook, and justice for Andre Footman, justice for Reggie Maddox.
Yeah.
It could be you, it could be me. And that's scary, though.
Mm-hmm.
It could be Adonis. It could be, you know what I'm saying? It could be Passion.
Yeah.
It could be, you know what I mean? It could be Luca.
True. 100%. True. I agree with you on the numbers and the basis. I mean, there, and you just jogged my memory about this other thing about Project 2025. It's calling for that police be given some kind of amnesty.
Yeah.
That's scary, man.
Yeah, it's fuck.
What's to stop a motherfucker from just kicking your door down? You know what I'm saying? And just running it on you just because they had a problem with you.
Nothing.
Exactly. Like that's that's it. It makes no sense because that's basically giving a motherfucker the right to kill if they want to. No questions asked.
That's what it is.
Yeah, no questions asked. Like I know for a fact I'm not going to be harassed, questioned, or anything about what took place here. If I feel, even if I felt like a motherfucker was talking to me aggressive, I'm a police officer, somebody was talking to me aggressive, and I just felt like I was threatened. Like, no, we still like it. It shouldn't be that. If obviously, if no one's waving a gun or pointing a gun at you, then you're probably not threatened or swinging a knife. You know what I'm saying? I feel like if someone's trying to fist fight a police officer, there's other ways you can handle that situation. You don't have to kill.
Well,
but with all this other stuff, it wouldn't even matter.
we have police officers that are trained, quote unquote, professionals. They can pop off. Meanwhile, somebody that's untrained is expected to, again, hold their ground, well, keep their composure and abide by whatever it is that these guys that are, or these people that are in law enforcement, right? Supposed to listen to what they're saying. Meanwhile, trained professionals, if they see fit, they could blow your fucking face off. Make that make sense. To no avail.
Right. No one can make sense of it.
Yeah.
Once again, condolences to this young lady that lost her life, and her family and the family members that were involved. I don't know how true this was, but I saw something that said to the day, I forgot how many years, but the same, like to the exact date, the year, well, not the year, but the month and the day was the same day that Sandra Bland was found dead.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Wow.
Absolutely.
Man, listen, as we talk about this stuff, like it is very important that, like, I think we pay attention to what's actually like going on in the world right now, and definitely, with this presidential race that's ongoing, and see exactly like you said, see how things are going to work out for us, coming up, because I think man, we're in crucial times.
Man, what?
We're in crucial times, dog. And it's crazy. Like you don't even know what to expect no more.
Oh,
you don't know what to expect no more. You wake up, like we said, there's an assassination attempt on the president. There's a global IT shutdown. Like, what are we talking about? What else is? I'm interested to see what else is gonna happen next week or this coming week.
Yeah, bro. Nobody's safe.
No. All right. On to some other things. What are some things that you notice that you do when you're comfortable with someone? And I guess we can talk about relationship wise.
Some things that I do.
Yeah, that you notice, as far as in like things that you probably wouldn't do in when you're not as comfortable with them.
Okay, I think for me, if I'm comfortable with you, right? If I'm comfortable with a person or whatever the case may be, I think I show more of my goofy side, I guess.
Okay.
Right. Because as a father, as a man, out here, I'm always on guard. I'm always looking. I'm always on point. When I'm outside. But when it comes down to someone that I'm comfortable with, right? Like, you're gonna see the goofiness. You're gonna see, and you're saying relationship wise, and I'll take a step. Relationship is right. You and I have a relationship as far as being homeboys, right? So what you see, right, is not the same thing that the average person, Joe Smoke out in the streets gonna see. You know me. I joke. You know, I clown. You know what I mean? Like, right? Like I crack joke. You know what I mean? You know that,
right?
but the average person doesn't know. They gonna look at me like this is a big motherfucker, and he don't play no games. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He don't talk. He's gonna say if someone were to come to you and say, "Yeah, I know Andre. He don't talk. He got a stern face. He's be, you know, in the background. He don't do this. He don't do that." You gonna probably look at them like they got shit in their face.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because you know me.
Mm-hmm.
You know me. I clown.
Right.
I have fun. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
So I think letting people. Long story short, relationship wise, and when I say relationship, I'm going to guess that you were talking about between a partner. That's what I'm thinking that you're going with. But I'm just going to say basically, like at the end of the day, I think period, point blank, just letting people in on who I am, what changes, on who I really
am. Okay. Yeah, I'm with you. I mean, I think comfortability wise, there's probably a little more that I'll talk about far as in personal. I'll probably be less on guard. And I'm with you far as in the goofy side, playing around or whatever. Shit. Hell, hey, when I'm in the house, I don't have a lot of clothes on. When somebody's in here, that I'm not all comfortable with, I probably do. But the more comfortable, then the less I'm probably walking around in boxes, and some socks or some shit, some slides, but probably not, So I mean, is just the I guess the level of comfortability and I mean the more not saying I'm not giving this person myself when I'm less comfortable with them, but because I think everybody has a lot to give, but I'm a little more I guess guarded with what I allow this person to see and experience. Oh yeah. When you was just talking, you reminded me of something. This conversation I had, and I was like, me and Dre gonna talk about it. I'm gonna ask him because they asked me the question. We was talking about just being friends with each other. Well, not necessarily us, but being friends with someone, but also being friends with who their partner is. And they was talking about one of the episodes we talked about to where, your situation and you were doing your thing. I didn't know nothing about it. You didn't put me in the middle of it. And they was like, well, if you was not friends with or close with his woman at the time,
okay,
or you was closer to him, but still, was friends with her, do you think he would have told you, or you still would have known, or will not have known? And I was like, I don't know.
Well, I can speak to that. I think that goes back to in that time of my life, if it wasn't her, right, of course you would have known. Right? Of course you would have known. But I mean, as crazy as it sounds, like character-wise, me doing what I was doing at the time wasn't the right thing to do.
Right.
Pretty ass shit. Me ultimately thinking about someone else other in my selfishness, not just thinking about myself and putting you in a pickle. Right? If it's a motherfucker that it doesn't matter, right? Then of course I'm gonna tell you. You're my guy. You're my man. Right? You're my dog. So of course I'm gonna tell you that. But because I saw it, like at the end of the day, right? I don't want to put this man in no position. I don't want what I got going on to affect the relationship that you and her had.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's just me being who I am. Like, bro, like at the time I was in the street, right? Of course, you know, when we've all had that, well, not all of us, but we have times where, it's like, all right, well, do I want to call my partner and tell him, like, yo, I just took this motherfucker down, but this motherfucker was wild. You know what I'm saying? Right?
Yeah.
But I'm not gonna do that if I'm putting you in harm's way.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna do that.
That makes sense.
Some niggas do it.
Right.
I'm just not one of them.
Yeah.
Right? Because for me, why would I do, like, what I'm gonna pull you in the fire with me? No. I'm not. We talked about it plenty of times. Yeah. Nigga, I've literally been 5 minutes away from you multiple times. Multiple times.
Yeah.
I'm talking, nigga, I've been, no bullshit. When you stay in that apartment in South Carolina, nigga, I've been literally a stop sign away from you. A stop sign. We talking about 0.3, 0.4 miles. If that.
We had got on this conversation because I think what was said is that women confide in their girlfriends more. So if a woman is actually doing something, more than likely one of her closest girlfriends knows about it, regardless of how close the relationship is with the guy she's dating or whatever else. Because we was talking about something. I was like, there was one time I was dating this girl and she was basically helping her homegirl cheat on her husband. So I was just looking at her, I'm like, what's that about? You know what I'm saying? Like, it really ain't my business, but you helping your homegirl cheat on her husband. So I'm like, why are you putting yourself in the middle of this? And it made me look at her different. Like, I was just like, I'm not gonna say I lost a little respect for her, but I was just like, why would you do, what I'm saying? Why would you do that? Like, you putting yourself in the middle, and I don't care how tight you are with this woman. You sitting here helping her cheat on this man, and then you turn around and go over their house to get-togethers and eating his food that he buying and putting on the table in his face, talking to him or whatever else. And y'all, you know what I'm saying? Like, they'll have like a night to where they just want to hang out and call 2 or 3 people over, and you one of the 2 or 3 people, and it's just you, him, and his wife, and y'all just chilling out back, doing hookah, and just listening to music. I'm like that don't bother you?
Some people it don't, Rich.
But it did make me look at her different though. I was just like, and I mean, because I would be the same way. Like with you, I wouldn't. If I'm gonna play, I'm not gonna play both sides of the fence.
Yeah,
I can't help you fuck around on said girl, and then turn around, hey girl, hey, how you doing? You like my
what's
sister,
up, sis?
blah, blah, blah. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, and I'm over your place now. She done made the nigga something to eat, ask you what you want to drink, bring you drinks, and I'm just, and then I'm turning around, running interference for you and helping you, fuck off on this girl. I can't see myself building that relationship or bond with this person, you know what I'm saying? And then go out there and do some shit like that, behind their back, even though, how I fuck with you. So I'm gonna keep, our relationship is always gonna be tight, but but the way I interact with this woman is probably gonna be maybe at a little less minimal, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah, of course.
How do you feel about the human need for companionship?
The need for human companionship?
Yeah, the human need for companionship. Like, do you feel like you need companionship? whether it's relationship or not. Like as a partner, like far as in you have those lonely days or something, you want to be laid up, you may want to share your bed a little more often than you do, or just somebody up under you.
Dog, I think we all need it, right? We all need it. I'm not gonna go as far as saying like having somebody up under you or whatever the case may be, but I'll say like having someone that is probably on your you all are two people are on the same frequency.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's important. I think it's healthy. I think you need it. You need it. You need it. We need it. Because you think about it, bro. If I was just in this motherfucker all day, not talking to nobody or whatever that looks like, bro, I'd be this bitch going crazy. You be in this motherfucker going crazy, dog. So I understand that the interaction when it comes down to human beings, bro, it's necessary.
Right.
It's necessary.
Well, because I as you the same, but well, you got Blanco in there, but I'm in here.
I do got my guy, right?
I'm in here just me.
Yeah.
So I feel what you're saying, and I know, like, I realize at times I'm like, damn, boy, it might be, nice to have somebody up in here, you know what I'm saying, to, do certain things with at certain times, and I don't have to put my personal business out there. You already know what I got going on, so it don't matter. But you know what I'm saying? Like I do I guess notice or recognize that need for companionship, and where it's more than just text message or talking to somebody at sometimes, but just to physically have somebody there, and around. So it's as much as we like to say, oh, I'm good by myself, like I can sit in here and sit in this house and not be bothered for days on top of days. I don't know about that. It sounds good. I mean, and I have done it, but I think if I had a preference over which one I would prefer, I would probably choose the latter.
Everybody needs somebody, though.
Yeah.
Everybody needs somebody.
Yeah. You're right about that, man. Let's I know I'm not gonna hold you up. I know the streets might be calling you, might not be.
Yeah. Oh,
let's
get into it though.
Unapologetic truths. Whoa. Why don't most toxic people think that they are toxic?
Because they're narcissists, and narcissists don't believe that what they're doing is wrong.
Right.
Right? Like toxic people, it's a norm.
Mm-hmm.
It's a norm. Right? You don't know what you don't know.
Yeah.
Right? Like I recall, it's funny that you talk about Snoop Dogg, right?
Mm-hmm.
Snoop and he was probably the first guy that and I've said this before, like he made it cool for me. I was always bigger and taller than everybody.
Mm-hmm.
So when I saw Snoop do his thing, it made me feel like, okay, it's okay for me to be taller than everybody.
Right.
I can be a long, skinny guy, and I can still be cool. Right. So at the end of the day, you don't know what you don't know. Like they're not gonna, if you're toxic, you don't fucking know. Well, most in the beginning, they don't fucking know.
Right. Yeah, they just think what they're doing is right.
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly. They think what they're doing right, and it's like, I guess for the most part that it's something that they always done, so it got to be right. They don't, and they believe that their way is the right way. That's why I feel about it. And yeah, and more than likely it's not going to stop. That person is going to continue to be that toxic person or display those traits.
It'll stop when you want it to stop.
Yeah. What's the best sign of a person trying too hard?
Say it again?
What is one of the signs or the best sign of a person trying too hard?
Trying too hard to what?
I'm assuming this probably has something to do with you getting to know somebody, maybe relationship. So let's use that.
When it's not being reciprocated, I think one time is cool, right? Like one interaction might be like, all right, I'm trying to show you, I'm trying to open up to you, I'm trying to be vulnerable or whatever the case may be. But if it's not reciprocated, that second time around, then that might be a little bit too much, though.
Mm-hmm.
They might not be on the same type time that you want.
Right. I now I think about it, this was when I was in, I want to say I was in, maybe it was the first time. No, I was at Fort Jackson. I had to get up. I had to get up early the next morning to go to work because they had a PT test or some shit, and I was like, damn, I gotta get up a little earlier than what I want to. 'Cause I gotta go to the gas station get some gas. I came home. And she was like, well, if you want to, after I make you something to eat, I'll just. And I had just met this girl probably like a month. She was like, after I make you something to eat, you just give me your keys and I'll take your car to the gas station, put some gas in. I was like,
okay, all right.
So I was like, okay, I don't know. I think you do a little too much. Like, calm down. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, but and she was like, well, I mean, no, ain't a big deal. Like, I'll do that. I'm like, first of all, I don't know too many women that like to pump gas.
I've never had a woman offer me to go to
Right.
gas for
And
me.
she was gonna pay for the gas. So I was
I've,
thinking myself like
I've never experienced that. I would have been blown away too.
yeah, I figured I was like, she's doing a little too much, dog. But like, and I mean, it might have just been her, how she, when she likes somebody, she likes somebody,
Yeah.
But is there a such thing as too early for certain things like that? Probably because but it might just been her. But I felt like oh, okay, like she doing a little too much, like right now, like you trying to go put gas in the car, like and it's like 10:30, 11 o'clock at night,
Society norms, man. It's
right.
so crazy that something as simple as gas
Mm-hmm.
could turn you up and be like,
Yeah.
not too much.
Right. Right. Yeah. Because I mean, I'm gonna like you for you and the things you do regardless. Like, I don't feel like you got to do like some extra all out. And that might not been considered to her as some extra shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm just gonna put some gas in your car. So you don't have to get up a little earlier than what you had anticipated. But I was just like, I don't know, like, mm-hmm. But yeah. Have you ever been intimidated by a woman?
Yes. Yes. You want to know why?
Why is that?
Because at the time, where she was, she had her shit together, and I did not.
Mm-hmm.
She was able to do things for me that I couldn't do for her.
Okay.
So yes.
Okay. My youngest daughter, her mom was like, every time I turned around, she was in school doing this, doing that. Audie Murphy, blah 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 blah. And I don't know if I was intimidated by her. I might have been, but I always felt like I had to be doing something. I had to be, you know what I'm saying? Like it's just like, damn, she's doing this now. She's doing that. Like, damn, let me go ahead and do this. Let me go ahead and do that. Let me, I don't want to feel like I'm falling behind, or I'm not gonna say less than, but yeah, I don't know. I always felt like, but at the same time, they say that could have been the same, women bring out a better side of you, a better part of you. Who knows? Who knows?
Okay.
I got a question that I was thinking about that I do want to ask you, and we done with Unapologetic Truth, but is there any time in your relationship with your partner, whether you're boyfriend, girlfriend, talking, engaged, married, that your partner can go through your personal belongings without you feeling like they're invading your privacy?
Nope. No. No.
I agree with you. So let's say you had a shoebox in the closet. She knew it was your shoebox, but you keep stuff inside that shoebox. And you can visibly tell that she went through that box.
Okay.
Is that an issue?
Yes.
I feel the same way.
Don't run through my shit.
I feel the same way.
Don't run through my shit. It's my shit.
And being married, this is our house. We have this, like that. To me, it doesn't make a difference.
It's my shit.
Right. Don't mean I got something to hide, but if you want to go through it, let me know. And I'll decide from there. I mean, I was listening to this thing, this guy, he was like he caught his wife going through his pockets one day, his pants pockets or some shit. And I was like, oh, okay. But he felt like she was invading his privacy. Like he didn't have nothing in there, but he was wondering why, what is she looking for? Is she looking for something? Why is she going through his pants pockets? And I was like, all right, I get what he's saying. But there are a lot of people that feel like, we're married. Like, what's yours is mine, mine's yours. I can go through this if I want to.
Yeah, no.
Nah. Yeah, miss me with that, bucko.
Nah.
All right, let's wrap it up. We good, man. Let's call it a day.
No doubt, man. Well, as always, man, shout out to you, dog, for keeping this thing afloat, man, and putting in the work and the time that you do for us, for the podcast, period, point blank, for our viewers. I appreciate it. Shout out to the home team, man. Shout out to my support system, dog. I'm appreciative of everything that people do for me and for my tribe. I'm greatly appreciative. And as always, man, mental health is real. Myself and Reg, we may not be subject matter experts when it comes down to it, but I can assure you, before you harm yourself and you harm others, please tap into the Unapologetic Podcast on Facebook and or IG, or our individual IGs and or Facebook. And I can assure you that we will get you the help that you need. Other than that, big dog, you already know what's going on with me. Different toilet, same shit.
Absolutely. I appreciate you too. And all our supporters, our viewers, listeners, and everybody that just rock with us and unapologetic for as long as we have been going. I appreciate that. And new or old, it don't matter. So I had somebody say they went back and looked at some of the old episodes and they asked me about Chelsea, and I was like, to be honest, I don't know. I ain't talked to Chelsea since, I want to say, probably a month or 2 months after we saw it down here. Like,
yeah, that was a while ago.
Yeah, I ain't talked to her since. Yeah, because I think the last time I talked to her, I think she was moving to Virginia Beach or something like that. But I was
she. So I obviously I follow her on Instagram, and we go back and forth here and there. Yeah, but she's out at the beach, man. She's doing well.
Yeah, I might text her. I don't know. Her number might have changed since then. I don't know. It's just send a hey big head text or some shit. Be funny. Oh no, but yeah, I forgot. I lost my train of thought. But my family, love y'all, my babies, everybody. I appreciate it, man. I got to get up that way soon. Got to see my girls. I was thinking about coming up there, because of course, going up there, I got to come through your way too. So, make a damn trip out of it. But yeah, man. I appreciate everything that y'all doing for us. And as always, we're unapologetic, we're unfiltered. Y'all know who it is. Your two favorite North Carolinians, Dre, Reg. We will see y'all another week. We up out of here.
You know what it is. Thanks for listening to another episode of Unapologetic, the podcast. Don't forget to share, like, and subscribe.
Better follow me.